Banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills. We're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Hey.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. We'll pause after that first snap of the game. Gonna need to adjust their game plan because that is their running back who's hurt and getting some help. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Rip, 23. Here we go.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
24.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Again, it's Bigsby. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
11.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Red.
They're set up at the 35 now. Tight end going in motion here. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to kick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Red.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Go. Think right. Go, let's go.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Escapes the pocket. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Hey, kill!
Quick throw outside, complete. Touchdown! Cam Little to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Monarchs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, smash breakfast. Ready?
Play fake here, Daniels. He's going deep this time. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, came downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Set up. Set go.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. 30. He's at the 10. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Gun.
Lawrence working from the gun. On the move, headed right. He's Marley won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
30 left. Hey, run. 13 loop. 11.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Here we go.
Lawrence facing 3rd and long. He lets one fly deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Monarchs break the tie here in the 1st. On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Monarchs take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. On now is Cook to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Go!
They kick the running back in motion. On 1st down, here's Daniels. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Catch made by All. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Add it.
Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Take right open. Easy. Read a 44. Read a 54. Read alert.
Throwing again from their own end zone now. And the pressure gets home. He doesn't throw it in time. That's a safety. Some early down aggressiveness in the shadow of their own end zone there, Brock. And unfortunately, it costs them. They're going to have to punt it away following the safety.
Well, you know me. I don't ever mind aggressiveness. I think it empowers your quarterback, empowers that offensive huddle. But you also got to know as a quarterback, if you call a pass play, you got to do your job. And doing your job means avoiding a safety in that circumstance.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Come on. Set.
Daniels on 1st down. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They start out 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here we go. Set. 7 Pirates.
They've got a man in motion.
Check go.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. He's on the move. Into double coverage. Oh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. And the Monarchs get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball and holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Go, go!
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That play good for 17 on a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Working inside the red zone. Etienne on the catch. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
13, Lou, Silver.
Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Offense in the hurry up here.
Hey, Jupiter.
Etienne will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Motioning the tight end now. One more time with Etienne. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. The Monarchs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Monarchs push the lead up to 12. On now is Cook to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Now Daniels off the play action. He put everything he had into this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little giant after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
2nd down and 10. Daniels dumps it off to his running back. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Darnell Savage brings that to an end.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Go!
Here he is on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Great job. Here we go.
Now a give to ETN running right. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
11.
They put a receiver in motion right.
Hot.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
Sink right.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. That's taken in by ETN. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll give them a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Red on red.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Inside handoff goes to ETN. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion.
Right up the gut. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
All right, here we go. Done. Go, let's go. Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Lawrence now off the play action. He fires one deep down the middle. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
All right, let's go.
Lawrence looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
This will be grabbed at the 5. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Good return here of 19 yards. And it'll be Bengals football.
Okay, ready?
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Set.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now Daniels to throw. And he's touchdown after a nice pickup there to get the 1st. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Go. Hot, hot.
Again, Daniels to the air. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Here we go.
Daniels now. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Hey, go, go. Go, go. 13, Luke. Luke.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Lawrence in the pistol.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Hey.
Now Lawrence. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11. first down to set him back on second.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Lawrence. Open man. This is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 42 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun, Bigsby.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Take right open.
Another run by Bigsby.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Roll. Let's go.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action. Now it's Daniels. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Thomas will come in motion right.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Brian Thomas.
66 yards.
And the Monarchs are once again back in front.
So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
11.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Brian Thomas
with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter.
And the Monarchs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Hey, I'm gun. Riggs. Sink right open, open. Hey, kill. Here we go, son.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 30 yards. Etienne. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, go.
Lawrence going to keep it. And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
In motion left is Watkins. After 1, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Sink right.
Here's Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Now Daniels. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The Bengals had 8-5 to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Daniels looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit, force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense. As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Brian Thomas on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Go!
Here's Daniels. Flushed out right. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Lisa 24.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11.
ETN up the middle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
13, Luke. 11. 11.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Daniels. Flush to, now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings. And no sidestepping that hit. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd.
Ready?
Daniels going to throw for it. That one caught by all, the tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
Set. Come on. Set. Panther 60. Go.
To the air goes Daniels. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Cup 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. 43 yards. And the Bengals get a bit closer. McPherson now for the extra point. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Here we go.
On play action, Lawrence. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Viking 18.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard. Maybe a touch less.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 7, hurt. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
Ready up.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Set. Set, go.
Back to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will